Hey everybody, Dr. Emrich here, and welcome to Social Media Content Marketing. It's great to have everybody in class, and I just want to take this opportunity to show you around our Blackboard site and to get you familiar with the course. So hopefully you can get around it and you know what the expectations are and what you have to do and when for the course. So this is you're looking at an overview of our Blackboard site. And these tabs on the left is really how you're going to get around the course. I do make announcements, weekly, sometimes even twice a week. You'll get those sent to your email address, and then they'll also come up. The first thing you'll see when you come to our Blackboard site will be my latest announcements. Now, all the information for the course is under the Information tab. So if you click on that, you'll see you can download the syllabus right here, and we'll take a look at that in a second. And then I have some other tabs underneath that where it just tells you a little bit about me and how to connect with me. If you've had me in a previous class, hopefully you've already connected with me on LinkedIn. But if you haven't, you can connect with me on LinkedIn right here on this link. And it's always good to stay connected. I enjoy staying connected with my students and also for them to stay connected with me. Also, I have a website. It's thesocialprof.com. And I will be directing you to the site throughout the semester, and it's where a lot of the content that I have put together, some readings, some templates that we'll use throughout the semester. So there's a link right to that website there. And then also, let's go back. Let me log in one more time here. Okay, so we were under information. I'm looking at information about me. So you have my LinkedIn account, my website, and then there's a Facebook page that I have where I do a lot of student activities and post some things, and there's a link to that right here. And you can go ahead and follow that if you want to get a head start before we get to some of those activities. And then there's some links about how the course works, and this is also in the syllabus, and I want to talk about that in detail and go through how the course works as I take you through the Blackboard site. And then there's the course calendar right here, so you can see, the dates and the week and what lesson we're going to be on, what information we will be going over, and exactly what is due. So and you have due dates ahead of time for this class. It's only an 8-week class, so you're doing just as much work as a normal 16-week class, but you're doing it in half the time. So it will seem like you're doing more work, and it will go much faster than the typical college class that you're used to. So it's really important to stay on top of this calendar and to make sure you see these due dates, because everything needs to be handed in on time. I don't take any late work for this 8-week course because it goes too fast, and I need you to stay on top of your assignments so that you can pass this class and get through it in 8 weeks. So I will tell you though, if you have any personal problems or anything that is going to prevent you from doing the work, just email me and we'll talk about it and we can find a way to finish it. But just not doing the work and then coming to me later and saying you forgot to do something or you didn't do something, that won't work. So be proactive and ahead of your coursework, and take note of these due dates now so when you know things are due. I also have a direct link to that calendar right here, so whenever you want to see what's due, you can just come right to our Blackboard site and click on course calendar and get to it right there. Okay. And then all of this is in the typical syllabus right here that you can download from Word and read through that, and it has all the requirements and Tri-C requirements and my own course requirements right here in that document. So take the time to read through that. If you've taken other classes here at Tri-C, it'll look very familiar. If you've taken classes from me, it'll look familiar as well because I lay out things pretty similar. So you can read through that course syllabus. And if you have any questions about it, just let me know. And so we talked about announcements, the information for the course in this tab, and then the course calendar, that direct link to due dates and assignments, and then the course content. This is where the learning is for all the materials for the course. It's all under course content right here. And the course is broken down into lessons. And if you saw on that course calendar, each lesson is identified with dates on the course calendar, so you know when we're going to be in what lesson. And so you can come to course content, click on the lesson we're in, and that'll be your learning content for that particular lesson. And I'll always have like a video lecture for myself. I'll also have readings for you, so I'll do a video and readings, and then any other learning materials are all going to be under that course content and then lesson tab. So the first thing you want to do when you're starting a new lesson is come to that lesson tab and read through and listen to the videos. Kind of just like that's what you do instead of coming to class for this online class, is you go to the course content lessons and you're going to read and watch the videos under that course content. So that's what a typical lesson will look like. And then when you're done with the learning, you can use the course calendar, see what is due from that lesson. So let's just do that. So we're starting our first week, week 1, it's January 19th. You'll be in lesson 1. The due date for this lesson is January 24th. And here's what is due: your introductory discussion, content marketing overview questions, and then an assignment blog creation. So that is what is due, and you'll be able to find anything that's due on the corresponding tab up here in your Blackboard site. So anytime I say to complete a discussion, that will be under the discussion tab. And so you'll see our introduction discussion is right there for you to complete. And I want you to introduce yourself and, just talk about your social media experience and, just any dreams, aspirations in the world of marketing that you have. We want to get to know each other. We want to use each other as a resource. So you can also share your social links, definitely your LinkedIn link, Facebook, any other social links that you want to share would be great as well. Oh, and it looks good, like we have some students getting on and introducing themselves already, as always, so that's good. So any of the discussion assignments will be found under that discussion tab. And then anytime I say that there's an assignment due, all the assignments are going to be under the assignment tab. And I usually number the assignments, assignment 1, assignment 2, or they'll have a title in the course calendar. So you can come right here and find each assignment that is due for each lesson. So for lesson 1, we had that introductory discussion that we just saw. And then you're also going to be doing 2 assignments. The first one is the content marketing overview questions. And these are a list of multiple choice questions just to make sure that you've read and gone over the materials in lesson 1. I think there are 2 of them. 10 of them, 10 multiple choice and true and false questions. And then the second assignment from our lesson 1 is we're going to be blogging every week in this course. And so you're going to be creating a blog. Some people will be able to create this really quickly. Others, it's going to take a little time, and you might need some help along the way. So feel free to reach out to me. But you are going to be creating a blog, and I do suggest creating those through WordPress if you've never done it before. But you do not have to use WordPress. You can use any software that you want. I started with Weebly. There's all kinds of different ways you can do. You can start a blog, and there's all kinds of different free ways that you can start a blog. So you can do your own research or use something that you're familiar with. Or if you're not familiar with anything, I just recommend WordPress because it is the most comprehensive software out there for making websites and blogs, and it's compatible with the most compatible with other software packages that I've seen. So that is what you're going to be doing for assignment 1, is creating that blog and then following these instructions for creating that blog. Now when you hand in assignments, you can click right on each assignment and it'll take you, like if I click on this assignment, this is where you hand it in. Right? So if I asked you to post a website, you would write your submission and you would post your website here. It's coming up right here. So you could cut and paste, your website or your blog here. If I asked you to answer questions, you could write all your submissions in here. If you had a short essay, you can do it in Word, and I often recommend doing it in Word or any other application, and then you can come and you can cut and paste it right into the assignment tab, and then you would press submit right here. So that's how you complete all of your assignments. So all the assignments for each lesson are accessible right here on this assignment tab, and you hand it in right here by clicking on each individual assignment. Discussions assignments, discussion boards are all found under the discussion tab, and you just, you just click on it and you say create thread, and that's how you hand in your discussion post. So all discussions that I assign do have a requirement for you to respond to the discussion post, and then also go back and respond to 2 other students' posts as well. So you not only need to create your own response to my discussion topic, but you need to go and read some other students' response and then respond to those in some way, by giving additional examples, by supporting their point of view and adding to it. Any way that you can add and emphasize something that they are pointing out in their discussion. So all replies to discussions should be at least 3 or 4 sentences. So I don't want to see any replies that are like, oh, I agree with your thoughts, and then that's it. So you want to make sure they are a couple sentences long. So that's how you do the discussion board. And then if you want to check your grades or do some emailing, there's a couple tools here under the tools menu that you can play around with. I don't really use any of them except for the My Grades, where you can go at any time and you can see what your grades are. Those will be all posted under My Grades. So that is our Blackboard site. So take some time, remember we got the announcement. Look through the information tab so you can find out everything you want to know about this course and how it works. And then you can start your learning under the course calendar in each individual lesson, which is under the, the course content tool to get to all the individual lessons. And then you can get to whatever is activities you have to do for that lesson. You can get in this discussion board link and then the assignment link. And so take a look at that, take some time to get around. Make sure you go to that discussion board as soon as possible and introduce yourself so I know who's out there. And let me know if you have any questions. You can post those questions in the discussion board, or you can email me directly. And I'm pretty good about getting back with emails, as long as you tell me who you are and what class of mine you're in, because sometimes I get emails that are lost and I never respond to them because the student neglected to tell me what class they were in and or their name. So sometimes people will email me from their personal accounts and it'll be like, dig, or I don't know, just it's a weird email address that doesn't have that person's name in it. And so I never know who it is. So make sure you tell me who you are, first and last name, and let me know you're in my content marketing class, so that I can respond to your email as soon as possible and it doesn't go to spam. And if you're not getting an email response from me, it's because I didn't get it, because I am really good at responding to emails. I'm usually really quick about it. So if I'm not responding, feel free to email me again, because it just means maybe something happened, it went to spam, but make sure that I'm responding to your emails within 24 hours. And if I'm not, then please email me again. And hopefully that doesn't happen. So I will have some live sessions throughout the semester, and I'll let you know when those are, when I can get online live with you so you can ask me live questions. And you'll see some of those scheduled, and I'll put those out in the announcement tab. And if you have any questions, like I said, feel free to post those on the discussion board or give me a shout out. All right, well, I'm excited to get started with the class, and please let me know if you have any questions, and I will hopefully see you guys all soon.